Although I had studied for weeks, I still felt nervous before the exam.
Good. Now say the same thing with even though.
Even though I had studied for weeks, I still felt nervous before the exam.
And now with despite.
Despite studying for weeks, I still felt nervous before the exam.
3 sentences, same meaning, 3 different words. And here is the question. If they all mean the same thing, why does English have 3 of them?
That is exactly what I want to know.
Because they do not all mean exactly the same thing. They have the same general idea. A contrast, a surprise, something happening in spite of another thing. But they work differently grammatically. And using the wrong one in the wrong structure is one of the most common intermediate level mistakes in English.
Welcome to Day 10 of the Boundless English 30-Day Grammar Challenge. I'm Alex.
And I'm Jade. Day 10. 10 days into this challenge, you are building something extraordinary. Today we are tackling one of the most frequently confused grammar groups in English. Although, even though, despite.
And they're close partners. Though, in spite of, and despite the fact that.
6 words, 1 idea. Multiple grammatical rules. And by the end of today, you will know exactly which one to use in every situation.
Let us start with the most important distinction of all, the one that explains almost everything.
Although and even though are conjunctions, they connect 2 full clauses, each with a subject and a verb. Despite is a preposition. It is followed by a noun or a verb in the ing form, never by a full clause with a subject and a verb. Say that again, because that is the rule everything else hangs on. Although and even though, conjunction. Full clause follows. Subject plus verb. Despite, preposition. Noun or verb-ING follows. No subject, no full clause. So if I want to use despite, I cannot write despite she was tired, because she was tired is a full clause with a subject and a verb.
Although and even though, conjunction. Full clause follows. Subject plus verb. Despite, preposition. Noun or verb-ING follows. No subject, no full clause.
So if I want to use despite, I cannot write despite she was tired, because she was tired is a full clause with a subject and a verb.
Exactly. Despite she was tired? Wrong. Despite needs a noun or ing. Despite her tiredness? Noun. Despite being tired? Verbing. Both correct.
And with although, full clause is fine. Although she was tired. Subject plus verb, conjunction, correct.
Let us go through each word carefully now.
Although. A conjunction meaning in spite of the fact that. It introduces a subordinate clause, a clause that gives background context which contrasts with the main clause.
Although the restaurant was expensive, the food was worth every penny. The clause after although, the restaurant was expensive, has a full subject and verb. The main clause, the food was worth every penny, follows.
Can the although clause come second?
Yes, either order works. The food was worth every penny, although the restaurant was expensive. When although comes in the middle, no comma before it. When it comes at the start, comma after the first clause.
Although I disagreed with the decision, I respected the process. Or, I disagreed with the decision, although I respected the process. Both correct.
Even though. Same grammar as although. Full clause after it, subject and verb, but even though is stronger. It emphasizes that the contrast is more surprising or more significant.
So, although is neutral contrast. Even though is emphatic contrast.
Exactly. Although it rained, we enjoyed the picnic. Fine, the rain was a factor. Even though it rained heavily the entire afternoon, we had one of the best afternoons of the summer. The rain was significant, but we overcame it completely. Even though makes the contrast feel more dramatic.
And even though always comes as 2 separate words, never as one.
Never even though. Always 2 words. Even though. Important to know for writing.
Let me try the contrast between them. Although he apologized, She was still upset. Neutral. He apologized, but she was still upset. Even though he apologized 3 times, she was still upset. The emphasis on 3 times and even though makes the upset more surprising. The apologies should have worked, but they did not.
Perfect illustration. Although presents the contrast, even though emphasizes how surprising it is. Now, despite. Despite is a preposition. It means in spite of. And as a preposition, it must be followed by a noun phrase or a gerund, a verb-ING acting as a noun.
Examples with nouns.
Despite the rain, we went for a walk.
The rain, a noun. Despite her best efforts, the project fell behind. Her best efforts, a noun phrase. Despite the difficult circumstances, they remained calm. The difficult circumstances, a noun phrase.
Examples with gerunds, verb-ING. Despite working all weekend, he did not finish in time. Working, verb-ING acting as a noun. Despite feeling unwell, she delivered an outstanding presentation. Feeling, verb-ING.
And the most important rule to repeat, despite cannot be followed by a full clause. Despite she worked all weekend is wrong. Despite he felt unwell is wrong. Despite they tried their best is wrong.
All wrong, because they all have subjects. She, he, they. Despite cannot introduce a clause with a subject. If you want a subject, switch to although or even though. Despite working hard. Correct. Verb-ING, no subject. Although she worked hard. Correct. Full clause, subject plus verb. 2 different structures, same contrast. And there is a workaround when you want to use despite with a full clause. Despite the fact that. This structure allows despite to be followed by a full clause.
Despite the fact that she worked all weekend, she did not finish in time. Despite the fact that, and now the full clause follows correctly.
It is slightly wordy, and although would be cleaner, but despite the fact that is grammatically perfect, and you will see it in formal and academic writing often.
Now let us talk about though and in spite of, the close partners.
Though works almost identically to although, with one key difference. Though is more informal and more flexible. Although tends to appear at the start of a clause. Though can appear at the end of a sentence, giving it a slightly different, more conversational feel.
It was a difficult week. A productive one, though. The though at the end means despite that difficulty. It is casual, warm, natural.
She was nervous. She performed brilliantly, though. Though at the end, used constantly in spoken English. Very natural.
Although at the end would sound strange. Though at the end, perfect.
In spite of works identically to despite. Same grammar rules. Followed by noun or verb-ING, never by a full clause alone. Unless you add in spite of the fact that.
In spite of the rain, we enjoyed the picnic. Exact same meaning as despite the rain. They are completely interchangeable.
The only real difference is that in spite of is 3 words, while despite is 1. So despite is more concise in formal writing, but meaning and grammar, identical.
Friends, day 10. A big one. If this is helping you, please subscribe to Boundless English and like this video. Comment although below to mark day 10 complete. We read every comment, and every one of them matters to us and to this community. Let us now look at the most common mistakes learners make with these 3 words. Because knowing the rule is one thing, recognizing the error is another.
Mistake 1. Despite she was tired, she kept going. What is wrong?
Despite, followed by a full clause, she was tired, has a subject. Despite cannot take a full clause. Fix it 3 ways. Despite her tiredness, she kept going. Noun. Despite being tired, she kept going. Verb-ING. Or, although she was tired, she kept going.
Switch to a conjunction.
Mistake 2. Even though her tiredness, she kept going.
Even though, followed by a noun, her tiredness. Even though is a conjunction and needs a full clause. Even though she was tired, she kept going. Subject plus verb required after even though.
Mistake 3. Although of the rain, we enjoyed ourselves.
Although of, never correct. Although is not followed by of. Of is used with in spite of, not although or despite. Remove the of. Although it rained, we enjoyed ourselves. Or switch. In spite of the rain, we enjoyed ourselves.
Mistake 4.
And this one I made for years. Despite of the difficulties, we succeeded. Despite of, never correct. Students hear in spite of and add of to despite by mistake. Despite stands alone. Despite the difficulties, we succeeded. Never despite of. Despite of, one of the most common written errors at B2 level. Gone from today. Gone. Let us practice. I will give you a sentence, and you rewrite it correctly. Ready. Ready. Despite she studied hard, she failed the exam. 2 options. Despite studying hard, she failed the exam. Verb-ING. Or, although she studied hard, she failed the exam. Full clause with conjunction. Both perfect. Next, although of the noise, I managed to sleep.
Remove of. Although is not followed by of. Although it was noisy, I managed to sleep. Full clause. Or switch to despite. Despite the noise, I managed to sleep. Noun after despite.
Good. Even though his best efforts, the project failed.
Even though needs a full clause, not a noun phrase. Even though he gave his best efforts, the project failed. Add subject and verb. Or switch to despite. Despite his best efforts, the project failed. Noun phrase after despite.
3 corrections, all clean. Now let us build something positive. Use all 3 words in a short paragraph about a real or imaginary situation.
Even though the interview was for a role well above my experience level, I decided to apply. Although I was nervous walking in, I felt prepared. Despite having less experience than the other candidates, I was offered the position.
3 words, 3 different grammatical structures, 1 flowing, sophisticated paragraph. Even though, emphatic, full clause. Although, neutral, full clause. Despite, preposition, verbing.
And it sounds completely natural. No grammar textbook feel at all.
That is what happens when rules become instinct.
Let us do the full recap. Although, conjunction. Neutral contrast. Full clause follows. Subject plus verb. Although it was difficult, she succeeded. Order flexible. Although can start or appear mid-sentence. Comma after the although clause when it comes first.
Even though, conjunction. Emphatic contrast. Same grammar as although, full clause follows. Used when the contrast is more surprising or more significant. Even though he apologized, she remained upset. Always 2 words, never 1. Despite, preposition, followed by noun or verbing, never by a full clause with a subject. Despite the rain, noun, check. Despite feeling tired, verbing, check. Despite she was tired, X has a subject. Despite of, always wrong. Never use of after despite.
Despite the fact that. Workaround allowing a full clause after despite. Despite the fact that she was tired, she continued.
Though, informal partner of although. Same meaning, but more flexible. Can appear at the end of a sentence. A difficult week. A good one, though. Very natural in spoken English.
In spite of. Identical meaning and grammar to despite. 3 words instead of 1. Interchangeable in all contexts. In spite of the rain? Correct. equals despite the rain. Correct. In spite of the fact that for full clauses.
Today's task. Write 3 sentences about a challenge or contrast in your life. 1 using although, 1 using even though, 1 using despite. Make them real. Say them out loud.
Comment although below with your 3 sentences, or just share 1. We want to see how you are using these words.
And check the community tab for today's quiz. 1 question, can you spot the error?
Tomorrow is day 11. 2 versus 4. 2 tiny words with enormous confusion behind them. See you then.
Goodbye, everyone. Day 10 done.
Goodbye. 10 days in. You are extraordinary.